Hi 3B, this is Mrs. Poulin. I'm back to teach you a new chapter in math, and I wanted to give a shout out to all of the people who have been making comments on my YouTube videos. I love reading your comments. So I'm going to give a shout out to Layla, Mateo, Gabby, Avina, Orlando, Nayeli, and then next time I will see who else comments and give another shout out. All right, so this chapter is a little itty bitty chapter at the end of your math book. It doesn't even have a chapter number. We just finished chapter 12 on bar graphs and all that. Well, this one doesn't even have a number. It's just called the money chapter. It's an Indiana chapter. It means the state of Indiana thinks that this chapter is really important, and you can see at the bottom here, it's those IN pages, all right? So don't be confused by the page numbers. I know you guys have had the Indiana lessons before. So as I flip through this chapter, you can practice if you want on your own time. I'm not going to assign this. It says, am I ready? This is a practice page where you can actually try counting some money. That's in the beginning of the chapter. And here are some vocabulary cards that explain the vocabulary in the chapter. All right, so you can cut those out if you want. You can look at those. But I'm going to flip right over to the first lesson. It's on page IN 45, and the lesson is called The Value of Coins and Bills. All right, so, oh my gosh, I know you guys know what coins and dollar bills are. All right, but I wanted to point out here this chart in case you have trouble recognizing what or how to identify the coins. Like, let's say, for example, you're struggling to find out or identify the difference between a dime and a quarter. You can just look at this chart right here. Okay, so that's on page IN 45. You can come back, even if we're further along in the chapter, you can come back and look at this chart to help you identify the coins in your book. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what dimes, pennies, and quarters are and all that. So let me turn over to the next page here, and you're gonna just practice counting the coins and the dollar bills. Now, the one thing I want to suggest to you is when you start counting, this is the problem example 2 on page IN 46. When you start counting, you want to start with count your bills first, and then count the coins that have the greatest value first, and then the coins that have the least value. Or so we've got quarters here, dimes, nickels, pennies. So you're going to count them in that order, because the quarters are greater value than the dimes or the nickels and the pennies. All right, so do you see how they count on here? It's $1. You add a quarter to that, it's $1.25. Another quarter makes it $1.50. A dime would make it $1.60. Nickel, $1.65. Another nickel, $1.70. And a penny would be $1.71. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're just going to count the money. And same thing over here on the next page, IN 47. And what happens, let's see, I go all the way over here to page IN 48, and you're going to have, they're going to give you some situations where different people have different amounts of money, and you're going to have to count how much money and decide if they have enough to buy like a certain item. Okay, so I know your parents know all about money. If you have a question, you can first ask them. If not, if you're stuck, you can definitely ask me, send me an email. But that's it. I'm going to have you do page IN 47 and IN 48. I know this is going to be easy peasy probably for you. So if you want more practice, you could always do the homework page, even though I'm not really going to assign that right now. Other than that, that is our math lesson for Monday, April 27th. Wow. I don't know what happened to the month of April. It just flew by. So if you have any questions, give me a holler. Otherwise, everybody have a good day. I will see you later. Bye.